nanookmetaal, tuk.
Hello friends, my name is nanookmetaal and today I would like to show you how to complete the 4 stores heist in stealth and on 1 down difficulty. There are several approaches to doing this. You actually don't really have to go through all the 4 stores that are present on the map. All you really need is a little bit of luck, and if you are able to find a safe that has enough money to steal, in fact you need to steal $15,000 to be able to complete the heist, then you might only need to break into 1 or perhaps 2 stores. Today, however, I want to show you an approach that will dominate the whole map, and that means all the civilians will be dominated. The guards, there are 2 guards present here. One is in the China shop, the other one in the Pier store across the street will also be dominated. The thing that I need to worry about is the cameras, which I am going to be dealing with on a 1-by-1 sort of basis. Yeah, basis is the right word. So as I encounter the cameras, I'm gonna keep breaking them down. And it doesn't really matter once again which store you start with. It's really up to you. I just saw that this guard over here was in a nice position where I could apprehend him, so I decided to take him out. I'm also gonna take care of this lady. And I'll try and do my best not to kill civilians, but it really depends on how smoothly everything goes. So here's the first safe. Might as well pick up that package. Also keep an eye out for cash boxes and random cash lying around on various shelves like this, or boxes, or it could be anywhere really. The other possible source of loot, which unfortunately is not going to work now, but it does work on difficulties below Deathwish, is the ATM that may spawn either in the convenience store or on the street, and it will give you about $300,000 I think, or something like that. So you can actually just break into the ATM if you're playing on Overkill and below, and grab the cash, hide, wait for the vent to come and escape. It's a very fast method of farming levels early on. For example, if you're level 0, if you just infamate, you can definitely go on the 4 stores, because you now can bring an ECM with you. And that's $10,000 that I found in this safe, plus that 1.3k that I picked up from the cash box. Not too much, but little bit by little bit I actually could gather enough. It doesn't really matter right now, because I am planning to go for all the loot. And there is a guard here. Unfortunately, these doors, the windows rather, they cannot be opened unless you break them, which will make a lot of noise. And because there are cameras inside of this store as well, that I don't really want to alert any civilians just yet, any civilians or guards, because then the cameras will see them, that will raise the alarm. And something that I really want to avoid today. In terms of the assets, there is only really one asset that that is necessary. It's the Where's that second camera? It's the body bags, and they spawned over there today. I'm gonna break that camera as well. Now I'm gonna have to deal with this guard. Alright, it's not going too bad right now. This is the second guard, and at this point there are no real threats that exist here apart from the cameras. But I already broken all the cameras in this shop. I broken the cameras in that shop over there. I'm now gonna go into the convenience store. I'm quickly gonna show you. That's where an ATM may spawn on Overkill difficulty, and in this corner here another ATM could spawn if you're lucky. If it's on the street, it would be a little bit more difficult to get to, but as I said, in terms of 1 down difficulty or Deathwish, it's not even an option to have. Alright, I'm out of zip ties, so I unfortunately will have to either kill these civilians or have them... Well, I'll have to keep shouting at them. And once you shout down a civilian, they sort of gonna stay in suppressed position for about a minute. Then they're gonna try and get up, and then they're gonna try and either flee or call the police. So I have to be a little bit careful about that. Right now I'm trying to break the last remaining cameras which are located in that shop over there. So what I'm gonna do actually is just ECM. Excuse me. Keep missing. Alright, that's one of the cameras here. That's the second camera. Really, that should be it in terms of the cameras. So the little cool trick that I brought with me today is the Stockholm Syndrome, which allows me to suppress any civilians present on the map simply by just making noise with a weapon. And this is why I brought a saw with me, because you can actually make enough noise with it to suppress the civilians, but you are not wasting any ammo as long as you're not grinding against anything. Apart from that, unfortunately, it's not going to be of much use to me. And there we go. I have actually reached that 15,000 milestone. So right now the van is going to arrive. Well, it's in the plan. It's planned to arrive at least, and it's gonna take a few minutes. But at this point, the map is dominated. Of course, I still have to be careful and make sure I do make some noise every 30-40 seconds or so, just to make sure that everyone stays suppressed. And there are still a couple of... I don't want to lockpick it. I'm gonna drill all these remaining safes. So, still a little bit of loot left. Unfortunately, none of the big safes have spawned today, which is a shame, because that could have given me a bigger payout. But at the same time, we might get lucky and get something like a gold bar here or something, so I'm not too concerned. And it actually worked out alright in terms of civilians. I didn't end up killing any civilians at all today, I believe. I'm gonna have to rewatch the footage, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. The only kills that I made was the guards. I tried to suppress them. Tried to suppress the second one at least, but it didn't work out, so I think I wasn't quick enough. But that's alright. The guards are not really a problem. I'm not gonna lose any money from that, and as long as the civilians are okay, then it should be fine. Right now there's nothing really left to do apart from waiting for the van to arrive, and this is why I try to get to that threshold of 15,000 as quickly as I can. So I guess it is a viable option to go into one store or find a couple of saves in there and start get into them as soon as possible, so that then you can continue dominating the map, but you don't have to wait for the van afterwards. If I have done that, you know, at this point I probably already would have been able to escape. It is not a big deal for me personally. I appreciate it more. I appreciate the fact that I was able to complete the heist so smoothly. Well, I haven't completed it yet, but get to this point without any civilian casualties. So I'm still pretty happy about it. The safe has about 30 seconds on it. This one has 26. Make a little bit of noise. And if you have seen my previous videos, so you probably would have seen that I've used the very same technique in the gold bank heist in order to dominate all the civilians. It is actually a little bit harder to do it there because extra civilians keep spawning, and because of the size of the map you might actually not reach all of the civilians on the map, so you have to make sure you run around the map a little bit, at least cross the street to reach the people in the gas station. But it seems like over here it's fine. So far no one tried to get up or anything like that. And the last two saves are done. Once again, I'm just gonna quickly check. No, it doesn't look like there's anything here. And at this point we can escape. Just under 10 minutes. Not a bad run. As I've said earlier, you can definitely do it very quickly by just going into one or two shops. You don't need to dominate the whole map. And if you're very lucky, you might just end up opening, like lockpicking one safe, and it has a gold bar in it or something like that. The gold bar will give you 39,000, I think. And at that point, you just have to wait for the vent to arrive and escape. So if you want to take that approach, I would definitely recommend you to go for the convenience store first of all, because there's only one roaming civilian in there who sometimes come into the back room. So what you can do is wait for her to come in there, kill the cameras. There are 2 cameras that are gonna spawn there. Tie down the civilian, bring her into the room as far as you can, and then look for the safes. Well, check if the safes are there first of all, I guess. But if they're there, and yeah, you get lucky with them, then you will be able to complete the heist much quicker. But as I said, I wanted to show you a way which you will be able to utilize in some other heists. The Go Bank, as I mentioned previously, the Trustee Bank, any bank really, or any heist really, where you're able to dominate a whole map and where there are a lot of civilians. You don't really want to kill them. Jewelry store, diamond store works as well. I usually don't bother with the civilians because at this point the money is not really a question, but if you're still infaming, if you're a new player, then definitely using this approach. And you don't have to use a saw, you can just use any weapon really. Take a couple of shots every 30 seconds or 40 seconds and you will be fine. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's still any more questions left, let me know down in the comment section below. And I'll put somewhere on the screen a couple of links to a playlist with some walkthroughs, stealth, Payday 2 walkthroughs, and a stealth build. Probably would be somewhere here. Anyway, if you did, well, did I say that already? Don't forget to share this video with your friends, because good people need to watch good videos. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you later. Bye bye.